Hi student, thanks for waiting. So today we will finish the paper 1 and then after that we will go to the paper 2. Yeah, I think paper 2 maybe will take about like 2 live streaming to actually finish the whole paper. But anyways, yeah, do not want to waste the time. So let's begin. If you have anything you don't understand, you feel free to post at the comment section. If you can't type in the comment section, maybe you have to subscribe my YouTube channel first because I only let the subscriber to actually make the comment. And for whoever student drop by, I hope you can give me a like so that YouTube know this video, this live stream is not too bad. Then he will push to whoever student might be interested. All right, let's begin. Okay, question 11. This diagram 7 show a triangle ABC. So it's given that BC is 2 plus H, 2 plus X. AD is, okay, they give us AD, it's kind of weird, but yeah, it doesn't matter. A to D, the length is what? It's somehow is AD square, got power 2 there. 1 plus 2. Okay, and then they ask us to show that X is equals to this length. So in order to show this one, we kind of need to solve some Pythagoras, I guess. Okay, so what other information do we have? Okay, we can find the BD lah, okay? So because we have the AD, right, we can definitely find the BD. If we needed to find that, then we can find the BC. I find the AC first. I think eventually, seems like because you should be able to see we have two triangle here, right? One is smaller, this is AC, and this is BC. My objective here is very simple. I want to find both of the hypotenuse and then I hope I can solve from there. So this one is D, right? So I know here is 1 plus 2. This is 2 plus 2 minus X. I think I can find the AC easily. Okay, so is AC useful for me? Yes or no? Should I want to find AC? Job, give me for a moment. If I find the AC, then AC is not that important, right? Then this one, I have this one, I get this length. They ask us to show the X equals to that one. I can minus it to get that length, and then should I find AC? I think never mind. I find BD first. So BD is basically equals to okay, my AD is square root of 1 plus 2. So it's AD minus AB. So it's square root of 1 plus 2 minus X. This is taking the AD minus the AB. Okay, after I got the BD, then what should I do now? Square root X. I feel like we need one more information to actually show, right? I don't know, I kind of stuck for the first question. What's wrong with me? Oh my god. Cert 8. Is there any shortcut things I cannot see here? If I got the AC, AC have a number here. Then, but it does not help me to find the BC also. BD, BC. Okay, I just find out whatever information I have here. Okay, so okay, So let's say I want to find a BC. I don't care. I don't want to think. Because I've been working whole days, my brain is not working. So I'm sorry. So BD square plus CD square. I just plug in the whatever thing I have here. Wow, but BD is term like this one. Even worse, man. No, I don't want to find BC square. Because this one, if I square this one is very tricky. I don't want to do that. Maybe I find AC square is AD square plus DC square. So, but why I want to find AC? I don't know, but I give it AD square. Sub 2 plus this. This is 2 minus x square. So this one, if I expand this one, I get 1 plus sub 2 plus 4 minus 4x plus x squared. Yeah, after I got the AC, doesn't seem What? Oh, BC is given. Aiyo. What happened to my eyes, man? Yeah, BC is given, Aiyo. I'm so sorry for all whoever watching the live right now. Yeah, BC is given. I'm wondering how come. Okay, this one is given. Then not that bad. Then not that bad. Okay, then I can get the so-called BC, isn't it? So we can do something like we can find this length, isn't it? Okay, yeah. 2 plus x squared. Okay, we can find BD. Minus 2 minus x squared. So BD squared is actually equals to, this is 4 plus 4x plus x squared minus 4 minus 4x plus x squared. Okay. BD squared. 4 minus 4 gone. X squared minus x squared gone. 4x plus 4x, no more square here. 4x plus 4x ax. So BD equals to the square root of ax. Okay. Then, yeah, we can get the BD by taking the whole thing to minus it, right? So we have another way to get the BD, which is take the AD minus. So we have another way to get the BD, which is we take the AD minus the AB. So this one will be square root of 1 plus sub 2 minus AB is square root of x. Equals to this one. If I simplify, I should get 2 sub 2x, right? Hey? Oh no, never mind. Square root of ax. Alright, so I want to solve this equation. I hope eventually I will get something like this. So I will move the square root x to the other side. So I should have something like 2 sub 2 square root x plus square plus sub x equals to square root 1 plus sub 2. This one I believe we can plus, right? Like 2 sub 2 plus 1. If I take out the sub x, here I should get 2 sub 2 plus 1. Then what I will do here is maybe I will square both sides. I square here. I square here. Why this question so hard one? This is 1 plus sub 2. If I square here, I should get x. And then this is 2 sub 2 plus 1 square. Okay, so if I want to solve this one, I will just expand it. No need 2 cert 2 lah. I think put cert 8 better. Easier for my brain to work out the number. So this one will be 8 plus 2 cert 8 plus 1 equals to 1 plus cert 2. So I move to the other side, it should become a divide. 9 plus 2 cert 8. And then I will need to do a rationalize. I will multiply 9 minus 2 cert 8. 9 minus 2 cert 8. So this one will give me 81 minus 4 and 8, 32. Top 1 multiply 9 is 9. I mean, this one multiply this one is 9. This one multiply this one 2 cert 8. Minus 9 cert 2. This one is minus 2 cert 16 is 8 lah. Okay, 2 cert 8, I think this one can become 4 cert 2, isn't it? Yeah, become 4 cert 2. Okay, 9 minus 8 is 1. Minus 4 minus 9 is minus 13 cert 2. Bottom should be 81 minus 32, 49, is it? 49. Is it the answer they want? No. Wait. Yeah, this is plus. My bad. Then this is 5. Yeah, this is the answer they want. Yeah, because this question eventually, at the beginning, they do give us about the BC. I thought this one is actually 2 minus x. So therefore, when I read that time, I literally think that, oh, this one should be something like, because I see something in 2 and x, right? So I thought it's like CD. Then I see, how come we need one more length for it? And then actually, this is another length. That means the whole sentence here, they never mentioned about CD. Because normally, when I do other exam paper, they will give all the information in the diagram and in the sentence as well. Can you use the hypotenuse formula to get the answer for this question? What do you mean the hypotenuse formula? Yeah, I'm using the Pythagoras over here also. What? The a square plus b square equals c square. So is that the hypotenuse formula you are asking? You can see this is Pythagoras. Because BC is here, right? BC is a hypotenuse, what? So I use a BC square to minus the DC lah. So you can see I use BC square minus DC square, right? To get the BD square. And then here I use the minus methods to actually, here I use a minus method to get another BD. Then one BD I get from the Pythagoras, one BD I get from the subtraction, then I equal them, solve it. Okay, next question. Using BC equals, yeah, you can. It's the same thing. Because if I move my minus DC to the other side, is this equals to the equation you mentioned? BD plus DC. But what you are writing over there, you need to be careful because you doesn't put a square. BC is not equals to BD plus DC. It's not. Until you add the square for every single one, then you are right. That means BC square is equals to BD square plus DC square. Okay, so the power 2 is very important there. Cool. Alright, next question. The diagram A actually show the purpose right angle triangle pattern on the nets of the rectangular roll paper. Okay. It's given the length of the base of the first triangle is centimeter and length of the base. Okay, this is, they're talking about base only. This is A. Then the length of the each subsequent, they add a D. So the next one is basically A plus D. So this one is basically A plus 2D and so on. So I literally get something like this. They give one plus D only lah. A plus 3D and dot dot dot, right? And we still have a lot more at the back. Okay, derive a length of the base of the n triangle is Tn equals to 8. Wow, derive about n term formula. Why so tricky one? Okay, this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term. Because right now, I'm not sure, right now the modern math still have the mathematic reasoning or not. Because last time in the mathematic reasoning, right, as long as you see some similar thing, then you can straight away use, right? Okay, so let me try to work out something lah. This is a plus nothing here. Nothing here, I will say 0, d. This is a plus 1d. Because I want to find some similarity thing, right? 2d. This one is a plus 3d. Okay, and so on. So, based on this pattern, if you see carefully, at least you see this is a constant, right? So if I change to the n term, the constant a must be there. When I change to the constant d must be there. And the plus also must be there. But we have a slightly problem. When n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, when n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, this number actually becomes 0, 1, 2, 3. You can see the number here is one number less than the n, isn't it? That means if all the number here, if I plus 1, I literally get the n, isn't it? Do you see that? So you can think something like okay. Oh, no, I don't want to explain like this. You will even don't understand. Okay, let's say my n is 1. If I sub in the 1 here, how do I get 0? I will minus 1, right? When my n is 2, I sub in the 2 here, how do I get 1? I minus 1, right? So how do I get 2? When n is 3, I minus 1, right? When n is 4, I minus 1, right? So therefore, let me rewrite the whole thing now. Wait, one note please. Therefore, this is 1 minus 1. This is 2 minus 1. This is 3 minus 1. This is 4 minus 1. D. So, if you see carefully, D is still there, so you copy. And then minus 1 also are constant, right? It doesn't change. So bracket minus 1. Then this number right now is follow the n. Do you see they follow the n? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is n. Minus 1. Okay? So this is how you get a formula derived. I would say this is kind of nonsense here. I don't know. I don't like this kind of question. I heard one of the teacher actually told me, if you see any derived formula in your current textbook, then it will come out in SPM. Because so far I never see your textbook before. But I heard one of the teachers say because if the textbook show you how the TM formula come from, then you need to memorize and learn it. If your textbook show how the GP formula, I mean sum of first n term come from, the SN formula, then you need to memorize it. If your textbook show how the log chain-based formula come from, then you need to memorize it. Whatever derived formula in your current SPM textbook, it will come out in SPM. So if some formula, because at first I thought all the formula also possible to derive, because MM I think we can easily come out about 100 formula. But impossible student need to know how to derive 100 formula, right? So therefore then yesterday I met one of the teacher and then the teacher told me, not all formula, only those formula in the student textbook. Yeah, because I only get the reference book from Pelangi, Sasbadi, I mean different publisher, but I never check out the textbook before. So you all have the textbook, so make sure go to check out all the derived formula in your textbook and try to understand it and memorize it. Cool? Move on. Okay, on the net of 31, the purple color triangle. So on the net, the 31st purple color triangle is the last triangle, and the area is 72. It's given that A equals to 30D. Find the value of D. So they tell us the last one is the T31. And then the area for the last one is 72, isn't it? So area of triangle formula, all the students should know. The height is given is 12. It's a constant. So I want to find the base. And then the whole area is 72. Formula for area is half times base times height, right? So 72 equals to 1/2 times base times height, which is 12. Simplify, we got 6. Then B will be 12. Isn't it? So the last one, base will be 12. 12 times 12 divided by 2 is 72. Yeah, correct. Okay. Then what we want to do, okay, then we apply the formula maybe. Yeah. So T31 equals to 12. So A plus n minus 1, D equals to 12. A is given equals to 30D plus 30D equals to 12. 60D is equals to 12. D is equals to 1/5. Done. Okay, this one is basically just trying to understand what information they give lah. Not really hard. So Zhu want to send a number of a row of the paper to his friend through a courier company. So the table 2 show information related to the parcel delivery charge. So first 2.5 kg he's going to charge 9 ringgit. And then beyond that, every 500 gram they will charge 1 ringgit 20 cents. If Zhu has 15 ringgit and the mass of the paper is this weight, calculate the maximum number of row that can be sent. Okay, so each row I believe you have like 31 of it lah, because they tell us this 31 is the last one, isn't it? So I want to know about the one row first. What is the weight for one row? Okay, so I will find S31. What is my A? A is 30D, right? 30D is 30 multiply 1/5 is 6. My A is 6. D is 1/5. Okay. Is this an AP or GP? AP, right? Yeah, it's AP. Then N/2, A plus D lah. A plus L. L is 12, right? L will be the last term just now. So this one is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9 lah. So total should be 217. Should be 279. Then we need to multiply the weight to find out each row. So the mass of paper equals to 279 multiply 4 times 10 power negative 5 kg multiply 4 negative 5. So it's about 0.01116 kg. Okay. So he have 15 ringgit. Okay, so 15 ringgit. I will minus 9 ringgit for the first 2.5 kg. So I will left about 6 ringgit. So for 6 ringgit, I will divide it by 1 ringgit 20 cent. So 6 divided by 1.2 is 5. Isn't it? So I can still purchase 5 of the 500 gram. So here, the first one give me 2.5 kg. Then here give me 5 of the 500 gram, which is also 2.5 kg. That means 15 ringgit, right? Maximum can cover about 5 kg lah. So right now, each row is this weight. So how many row I can get? So number of row of paper is basically I take 5 kg divided by 0.01116. So you can get about 448 row. Why my answer is so big one? Is it 37 row only? Oh my god. How can I get so many row? N over 2A plus D, right? Is my last one is 12? Yes, my last. Oh. Because this one is the total length of base only. Total of base of triangle only. Shit. I forget to multiply a 12 to get the rectangle. So it's wrong. Because this one 6 is, you see carefully, right? What the silly thing I'm doing just now is the first one is 6. Then this one is 6.2 lah. This one is 6.4, 6.6 and so on. The last one is 12. So I just plus the total of the bottom length only. But then because I want the total area, isn't it? So after I got the total length here, I need to multiply a 12 to get the total rectangle. Do you get the idea? So no worry. So what we want to do is, after we got this one, 279, we'll multiply 12 to get the total area for one row lah. 279 multiply 12, 3348. So this is the total area for one row. Then I insert this one to get the weight, because every centimeter square can convert to this mass. Okay, so I will multiply again 4e negative 5. So right now it's about 0.13392 kg. So then here, I will divide it by 0.13392. 5 divided by my answer. So I will get about 37 row. Done. Okay, so yeah, the money not enough for 38 row lah, so it's fine. Yeah, this kind of question a bit okay, but I don't know, but I find overall the last year paper is hard. Even the third question also can be a bit tricky. I mean, like, I saw a lot of third questions are very straightforward. This one kind of, you need to do a lot of things to actually get the full mark. And then this one is an AP question. First thing they want to derive, I think a lot of students will cry already. And then, okay, find the total area, it still makes sense. I mean, it's still okay. And then after that, they put some application. Mean you have this amount of money, now you go to Post Laju or any like J&T. How are you going to calculate? Yeah, so this one is a bit challenging, but still useful, because this kind of knowledge, if you really go out, is still useful. But you need to know how to count. It's a bit tricky. Anyways, I hope you like it or learn something from it. Continue. Okay, this diagram 9 show a theta. Okay. Label negative theta, okay. Negative theta, I guess is maybe like this. This is negative theta. Then P will be the same. Q will go to a negative Q. Yep, just like that. Because I know if 30 degree, they move here at 30 degree. Negative 30 degree is go clockwise. This is negative 30 degree. Cool. And then state the value for tangent negative theta. You can use a negative theta if you want to. Or I sketch out to give you more idea. This is negative theta, right? So this one is P, this is negative Q. So tangent negative theta is basically OA, right? Negative Q over P. Done. So tua, right? Tangent is tua. So it's opposite over adjacent. Easy. Solve the equation. Okay. 2 cos x equals to sub 3. Cotangent is cos x over sin x. Okay. Let me see. I don't want to divide cos x. I move the whole thing to the other side. 2 cos x minus sub 3 cos x sin x equals to 0. So that I can take out the cos x. Here I left 2 minus sub 3 over sin x equals to 0. Then cos x equals to 0. I have two angles, 90 and 270. And then this one, 2 minus sub 3 over sin x equals to 0. So sin x should equals to both there sub 3 over 2. So x should be 60 degree and 120 degree. This one you can use calculator lah. Shift sin sub 3. Oh, my calculator in radian. Wait, degree. Sub 3 over 2. 60. Okay. And then how to get a second angle? Because add sugar to coffee, right? Sine will get positive again. It's 180 minus theta. This is how I get 120. And how do I remember about 90 and 270? Because I memorized the cos graph that gets 0 at 90 degree and 270 degree. Because eventually you need to learn how to sketch a graph, right? So I strongly recommend students to memorize all the necessary angle. Okay? Cool? Easy peasy. Okay, it's given a tangent P is a reflect angle. So okay, this kind of question whoever designed this one must be smarter a bit. Why? Because I would prefer that tell us what is the value of P. Because reflex angle, it can be in the third quadrant or fourth quadrant. So you decide is third quadrant or fourth quadrant, depend P is a positive or negative. But here, I guess they expect students should assume P is the positive value. But can P be negative value? We do not know. Because the question doesn't say anything. Yeah, they love to use all the sebutan until crazy already. Please mention whoever designed this question. P is positive constant. Just write one more sentence. Then everything makes sense. Because without this sentence, this question, it doesn't make sense to straight away put it at the third quadrant. Okay? So, yeah. Let's continue to do that. Okay. So I will sketch the triangle at the third quadrant. This is my M. I assume it's positive P lah. P over 1. So tangent is what? Opposite over OA, right? Opposite over adjacent. So this is P, this is 1. Then the hypotenuse will be square root 1 plus P squared. So right now from here I can get about sine M and cos M. So sine M is P over square root 1 plus P squared. Then I have cos M is 1 over square root 1 plus P squared. Okay, if you want to ask me, sir, how do you get all these? Basically just do the, oh, sorry. This one is negative and negative. Y, this is y axis, this is x axis. Then here will be negative zone. This one also is negative zone. So therefore, for 1 and P, you need to add a negative for it. But you might ask, how come tangent positive? Because both also got negative, right? Then can cancel, become positive. But this one cannot. And some more in the third quadrant, sine and cos should get negative in the third quadrant. Okay? Now we can start to do. Cos A minus B. Formula is what? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Because here I see cos pi over 3 minus m. Assume pi over 3 is A. Assume m is B. Then I'll insert into this formula. So cos pi over 3 cos m plus sin pi over 3 sin m. Okay, then we insert like pi over 3, all this you type in the calculator . So change the angle unit to radian, then you just type something like cos pi over 3 is 1 over 2. And cos m, we just got it here. We've got it inserted, negative 1 over square root 1 plus P squared. Plus sin pi over 2, pi over 3, this one you can type so 3 over 2 And sin m, then you insert what is sin m negative P over square root 1 plus P squared. So normally the one last step I will just combine everything I have 2 square root 1 plus P squared. On the top should be negative 1 minus sub 3P. Done. Okay, not very hard, but I would say the question is unclear because this question doesn't tell us is P negative or positive constant. Like I say, can P be negative 2? Yes, right, because it's a constant. Can P be positive 2? Yes, right, because it's a constant. But the examiner just wants us to assume P is positive. So I will say this one is less accurate. Not wrong, but less accurate. Sometimes it confuses the student also because some more they use reflect angle. Because reflect angle is third and fourth quadrant . If P is a negative, then the triangle at the fourth quadrant. If P is positive, then the triangle at the third quadrant. But anyways, yeah, let's continue. 14. We see a quadratic here. H and K are constant, okay. The curve has the minimum point at T, okay. So at least we know some coordinate of minimum point because they have the negative 1 over 4, right? So coordinate T is negative 1 over 4. Y coordinate do not know yet. But based on negative 1 over 4, because parabola, they must be symmetry one. So that means I can easily get these coordinates here if I want to. I'm not sure I need to find or not . So if I want to find this coordinate, I can. Let's say I call it x, like negative 2 plus x divided by 2, I should get negative 1 over 4. Then you multiply 4 for the whole thing . Then you should get negative 4 plus 2x equals to negative 1. Then 2x equals to 3. X equals to 3 over 2. So I know this x-intercept is 3 over 2. You see, I can quickly get what I want if needed. But anyways, let's see what the question really wants us to do. Determine the range of fx. Determine the range of x if fx is bigger than 0. Okay, bigger than 0, yes. They actually want us to go these two directions, right? If above the x-axis. So you can see on the x-axis, you get x equals to -2, right? So your x value will be less than -2. And then you can see this one x is 3/2, right? So x will go beyond, bigger than 3/2. Done. Bonus mark. Prove that k is bigger than this thing. Obviously, they intersect at 2 points with the x-axis. So assume this is b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0. Why? Because they intersect at 2 different coordinates. So here, from the equation given here, my a is 2, my b is h, my c is 5 minus 2k. I'm going to insert into b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0. So h squared minus 8 minus 40 plus 16k bigger than 0. And the question wanted me to make k as a subject, so let's do it. This is 14 minus h squared. So k will be 40 minus h squared divided by 16. Done. Ask us to show, so we just show now. Okay, this one just do b squared minus 4ac. Why we do b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0? Because they intersect 2 points. Okay. Done. Using the completing the square method, find the minimum values of the fx in terms of k. Alright, let's do it. Okay, interesting. 2x squared plus hx minus 2k plus 5. In terms of k means we already have the, yeah, okay, yeah. We solve the h first, okay? I believe we need to solve the h because they say in terms of k, right? They doesn't say in terms of h, right? So we know x-intercept, we know axis symmetry is -1/4, right? We know equation of axis symmetry is x equals to -1/4. How to get equation of axis symmetry? Negative b divided by 2a, isn't it? Equals to this one. So my b is h, my a is 2. Then I can easily know my h is actually 1. Okay, after I got my h equals to 1, I will sub into here to do the completed square. 2x squared plus 1x minus 2k plus 5. Okay, then I take out the 2. This is x squared plus 1/2x minus 2k plus 5. So this one is x plus 1/4 square minus 1/4 square minus 2k plus 5. Multiply 2 into it. This is minus 1/16 become minus 1/8 after multiply 2. So this one will be the minimum value. So therefore, minimum value equals to 5 minus 1/8 first. 39/8 minus 2k. This is the minimum value in terms of k they are looking for. Okay, not very hard. Depend you want to find h first or you want to find h later. I think are totally fine. But you need to find out eventually. So remember about this formula, it's important. 50. What? So many show formula one. SPM are getting crazy. It's given that B divide into the segment AC. Aiyo, 2 mark only this one. Let's show. How to show it? Yeah, I think it's about drawing triangle one. It's not mistaken. Oh my god. Okay, here is y2 minus y1 minus y, right? This triangle, I do similar triangle. You should be able to see some similar triangle, right? 90 degree, 90 degree. So we'll do some similar triangle comparing, okay? This is what? Y2 minus y1. Let's say, does the question give us m and n? B divide the line segment AC into, okay, this is m, this is n. Okay, then by doing the comparing the similar triangle, I'm not sure you learned before or not, but if not, I teach you now. We have a bigger triangle and smaller triangle. This is what? M plus n. This is y. This is y2 minus y1. Okay, so if we have two similar triangle, this is x, this is y, this is a, this is b, we can say x over y equals to a over b, or we can say x over a equals to y over b, or I can say a over x equals to b over y. Depends how I want to flip. Basically, as long as they are similar triangle, I can always do this. Okay? I hope you get the idea about similar triangle. So right now, I want to use some similar triangle to do this. Okay, so I will say something like, I don't know, y2 minus y1 over n equals to y2 minus y. So this one is y2 minus y, no 1, because this y don't have 1. Okay, y1 over n plus n. Okay, this one over this one, this one over this one. Okay, crossover, multiply and see what happened. So y2 minus y multiply. Oh, I don't want m plus n. Make my life so hard. Can I take the bottom part? Never mind. We try to challenge difficult thing. Let's do it. I lazy to do something like this, but yeah. Somehow it's 2 mark, man. It's just wasting my time, man. I going to multiply y2 into the both. my2 plus ny2 minus my minus ny. So, is the formula got all the y1, y2 and all that? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Okay, we put whatever have the y2 one together. Okay, this is my plus ny. Solve these two. Then if I move this one to the other side, this one and this one I can minus. So this one will be my2 minus ny1. Then it become plus. This one move the other side, it's become plus. If I take out the y, I got m plus n. So my2 plus ny1. So y equals to my2 plus ny1 over m plus n. Is this what they want? My1 plus my2 over m plus n. Yeah, exactly the same. Sure. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Depends how you want to comparing them lah. Actually, we have more than one method to comparing them, but it's too much. Ask me to do this kind of thing is too much, man. Just to get too much. Yeah. Depends how you want to compare it lah. My batch past year again. Yeah, it's tricky. I would say the last year one actually is quite tricky. Yeah, some more is a lot of this kind of question. I believe some student, if you don't want to use similar triangle, right, you can take this part also can one. If not mistaken, you can take something like y minus y1, and then this one divided by this one, then equals to n divided by m. It's easier because just now I'm thinking, I got m plus n. Want to multiply y1 minus y2 minus y is like a lot of work, man. I trying to make the equation simple a bit to get the 2 mark. 2021 had proving a line segment. 2000 coming out again. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, whole MS syllabus, right? Got so many things can ask the student, you know. If I design the exam paper, I got so many things can ask. But they ask formula. They ask student how to derive the formula. Why? Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's one day student want to go to study PhD in math, and then they want to invent their new formula. I don't know, but for like 17 years old student or 16 or 17 years old student, I don't think derived formula is important at their critical thinking at this level. Even university student also don't derive formula, right? Yeah, I believe in my channel a lot of students already go to university. Please tell me, if you are a university student who doing math, your school teacher, I mean your course exam got derived formula one. Of course, in your book when you study, they will explain how the formula come from. But nobody asks student derive formula at the exam. And suddenly, derived formula in the exam become a trending thing in SPM. So right now, all the SPM students suddenly become smarter. They can derive all the formula. They know how so right now, I think maybe next step, SPM no need to give student formula anymore. Because student can write the formula from raw, you know. From zero formula, from nothing, student can write out all the formula by themselves already. Why still need to give formula? No need. I really hope the new Minister of Education will just revise the SPM syllabus again. I think even the modern math also a lot of funny thing lah. Suddenly the modern math is look like a finance paper already. You need to learn taxation, need to learn insurance, need to learn financial planning. Okay, modeling is still okay lah. And networking is like computer thing, you know. Yeah, so good luck for SPM students. Okay, let me finish it. I still got paper 2. I scored A+ for 2021 on this subject after watching and following all the live stream. I just find it interesting to watch Sir live stream. Thanks, Alvin. Yeah, I hope you are doing good now in university. Alright, so it's given that Px moves such that its distance from R is 2.5 times from from y-axis. Okay, so I know PR is 2.5 times. From y-axis I know y-axis x will equal to 0. So if p to the y-axis, okay, never mind, because eventually I want to find the I want to find the distance, right? So here I'm going to write a py lah, stand for y-axis lah. So distance for PR is actually quite easy. So we have the coordinate ma. So x minus 3 over 2. This is locus lah. Obviously we are doing locus right now, okay? Just in case some student a bit blur now, we are doing locus. Locus we use distance formula to do it. So if they are on the y-axis, I will assume x must be 0. So x will minus 0 square. And then the y will be same as the y, right? It's not mistaken. Yeah, should be something like this, and then we will just solve it accordingly lah. Okay, so this one 0. So here I will get 2.5x. Square root move here, I will get square because I want to cancel all the square root now. So my 2.5x I will just square it lah. So this one here I will expand it lah. X squared minus 3x plus 9 over 4 y squared plus y plus 1 over 4. Okay, I will just 2.5 square and then minus 1. So this is 21 over 4x squared. I settle these two. Minus y squared plus 3x minus y. Number is 10 over 4 minus 5 over 2. Okay, this one should be the final one. But if you want to make it look nicer, the whole thing multiply by 4 lah. So it's get 21x squared minus 4y squared plus 12x minus 4y minus 10. Okay, this is the equation of locus they are looking at. Yeah. Okay, done. 50. Bro, don't give them a new idea. Yeah, because they keep on revise the syllabus without really look into the situation of SPM. They just think that SPM is not hard enough lah. Let's add the K-bar. Okay, then SPM is not hard enough lah. Ask them to derive all the formula. Then SPM is not hard enough lah. We take out some topic, we add insurance, we add taxation. And then financial planning, ask them to learn finance, learn account during the young age. I like their creativity. Okay, so diagram 12 show P, Q, R, and S in the Cartesian plan. Okay, it's given that X is the it's given that W moves such that its distance from P and from R is always equal. If the area of the quadrilateral PQRS is 60, PQRS is 60. Okay, find the y-intercept of the straight line PQ. So basically, they want you to find the coordinate P lah. This one is 60 ah. If this one is a 60, maybe I can take half of the triangle. Okay, I think I will take half of the triangle. Not enough information. This is 30 and 30, right? Because they are definitely they are the congruent triangle because symmetry, right? So because here at least I got 1 is 0, x is 0, y is unknown now. So yeah, then I will take this triangle to actually trying to solve. So I will say area of PQR, PQS is 30. So 1/2 modulus, coordinate P is 0, y. Q is 12, 2, 12. R is 8, 9. This is 0y. Equal 30. I will solve this one and get the y lah, maybe. Half move to the other side, multiply 2. Then this is 0. 18 plus 8y minus 2y. Multiply like this lah. So this is 96 equals to 60. Have the modulus. Modulus a bit tricky because modulus will give the other side, it become plus minus. Now no more modulus already. So 8y minus 2y, I get 6y. Then these two I plus together, I will get 96 plus 18, 114. So 6y plus 114 equals to 60. So or 6y plus 114 equals to negative 60. Then based on my y position, my y must be positive value, right? Because it's above x-axis. Therefore, I don't think I will take this one lah. They will reject this one. This one will make my y negative. So I take this one only lah. So 60 minus 114. Negative. Ayo, it's still negative value, man. Oh, sorry, this is minus. Ayo, my mistake. 18 minus 96. This is minus 78. Sorry, caret mistake. So, okay. Do again. I think this value is a bit too big lah. 60 plus 78, we get 138. And then divided by 6. Y is 23. This one, we get 18. Y is 3. Okay, then we go back to here. Because here y is 9, right? So P, the y coordinate must be less than 9. Doesn't it make sense? So this one will be rejected. So 3 is my answer. So therefore, the question asks, find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is 3. This is the y-intercept of PQ. Okay, we done about this paper. We will go to the paper 2. What happened? Hey, is it paper 2? Yeah, yes, right. Alright, so yeah, we discussed some of the questions. So you think SPM 2021 is harder or 2022? I think 2022, the examiner have more idea how to make questions harder and harder. So I actually quite worried about 2023 this year. Because right now, all the examiner and teacher, they are become very creative already. I think some questions become more and more out of control. So I hope they can be calmed down a bit. Come out something like challenging, but not like very challenging lah. Because yesterday I met the teacher. The teacher told me, based on the statistics last year, we have less than 50% student. I think it's about 50% student get credit. That means we have about 50% in the whole Malaysia cannot get credit in MF, you know. And some more, the credit in MF already dropped until super low already. I guessing lah. So far, because SPM they never release what is the boundary to get a credit. But my guessing is about 30 mark only. 30 or 35, I guess it's somewhere there lah. Maybe some teacher will say it's 25. I don't know. But I play safe, I say 30 and 35. But SPM student, we have like, I don't know, it's about 200,000 among the whole Malaysia, 2 to 300,000. And then half of the student, let's say 300,000 example lah, 300,000, we have 150,000 students cannot even get 30 marks in the SPM 2022. And then the teacher still thinking the question is not hard enough. We want to make the question harder. I mean, what is the point? If like 30 marks is like super low already, maybe 40, I don't know. But we have more than 100,000 students can't even get 30 marks. And then the SPM still thinking the question is not hard enough. This is crazy. If I hear something like this, I will find my common sense tell me it's crazy. It's out of control. So I hope this year they will come down a bit, come out some standard question. Because I so worry so many of the students don't dare to go for engineer anymore. They don't dare to go for computer science anymore. Because MF are so hard. How about university math? Is it more crazy than SPM? So a lot of students will drop MF and then maybe they go to Form 6 or matriculation. They don't want to take math anymore. I don't know. But definitely there's a consequences when more and more students score bad in MF or math. Because mathematics subject, eventually a lot of logical thinking courses in university need mathematics. But you can imagine if half of the Malaysian, I mean SPM Malaysia student, not whole Malaysian, okay, it's just SPM student. If half of the SPM students score so bad in math, then you can imagine a lot of courses related to math, especially MF, will not accept those students, even though they want to take. And then of course the MOU will say, yeah, we should do like that one, because these students are not meant to take engineer because they are so bad in MF. But they make the MF so hard, make some even not average or above average student also score until so bad. How they have the confidence to actually take the courses they want? I'm doing actual science currently in foundation. Even feel the MF in SPM were harder. Exactly. Some MF student, I gave my student in university they cannot solve. Some MF question, the MF teacher come to ask me how to solve, you know. You imagine if MF teacher also asking how to solve. How about those get C or D or fail student? What is their feeling when they see that question? Of course, we also don't want to make exams super easy lah. This is not what I'm trying to say. I say they want to adjust the ratio lah. Mean the crazy question maybe give 2 lah, or 3 or 4. I don't know, maximum 4 lah. I mean, you cannot have too many crazy questions. And then, because you want to make sure average student who are hardworking, who do a lot of past year, at least they can score A ma. Yeah, I think this is the purpose of education, right? You want to build student confidence so that they have motivation to pursue what they want to study in the future. I'm not asking SPM to drop down the A standard to like 50 mark, you get A, then now the student feel that, oh, I'm so good. But then I don't know lah, I find so wrong about that. But I'm an SPM teacher. I mean, I'm teaching SPM right now. But I don't know. But I don't want to complain SPM in every life. Later, a lot of teachers go to report me maybe. Then I lost my job. Okay, no matter how, I still love SPM, but I hope that revise a little bit on the syllabus and make it more balanced so that everyone happy. Teacher are happy, students are happy, everyone are happy. Then we have the happy subject, then more and more students will take MF next time. Because I believe all the like 2023 students, they will tell their junior, just drop MF. I show you some MF question. And then all the juniors see those like very crazy MF question, a lot of them will definitely drop MF one. So less and less students will take MF. This is the trend in Malaysia. So don't make MF until so crazy lah. Hey, I'm the people who love MF a lot, you know. Not because I'm a teacher, because I find MF like, I don't know, I have a lot of fun in MF. But until the question go crazy, my fun level is actually dropping, you know. I am not those type of teacher. Wow, I see hard question, I'm very excited. Yes, until certain level lah, it's hard until like I also like so worry how to explain to the student. Then my enjoyment level will drop. If I love MF also will drop the enjoyment level. You can imagine those students who don't love MF and they will take MF just because certain courses in the university they might need MF. Those student feeling is like terrible. Let's go to question number 1. Okay, so this one, determine whether G inverse is a function or not. Gx is many to one function. And we all know many to one cannot have inverse. So therefore, G inverse is not a function. I would say G inverse doesn't exist. G inverse is not a function. Sounds like grammar mistake. G inverse does not exist. Because Gx is not one to one, is many to one function. Oh, because Gx cannot have inverse. Okay, I guess so. Here this one I said no lah, because they asked yes or no, right? So I said no. Then I gave the explanation lah. Okay, cool. It's SPM Math starting from 2021 is out of control. yes. Yeah, because they introduced like K-bars like 4 or 5 years ago lah. So when they just introduced, it's still okay. Everything is still under control. Right? It's about 20% or sometimes less than 20%. Because when they just introduced, I only see like whole SPM paper like 2 questions is like K-bar lah. But then next year, I see the kertas percubaan, all the negeri, they're like fighting who has most difficult question. Then I can see a lot of K-bar trying to come out already. Then again, next year, the K-bar question even more. I feel like the state teacher feel like I lose to the negeri 9. I lose to Kelantan. I want to be more difficult. Then Johor come out harder. Then Melaka come out even harder. Finally, my state has the most difficult question. I don't know. This is my feeling. I'm not actually great rumors or what or fake news. This is just my feeling when I see the paper. I feel like why? I don't want to say so much. Okay, so hx. How to find the hx is actually this one. You need to understand about this function. So for this function, right? If I want to find hx, I think, yeah, I will substitute this one into fx. If I substitute this one into fx, here we'll need to sub into fx also. Why I will substitute into the fx? Because imagine it fx, right? I substitute into the x of the fx, right? Then you see what happened. If I sub in here, f inverse hx. Do you see? I cancel out them. So then here, I also need to substitute gx into here lah. So hx, I will do the fgx. So if I want to do the fgx, I think it's not too hard, right? Since gx is on the top. So 1 minus 2 x squared minus 3. Okay, so this one will be 1 minus 2x squared plus 6. 7 minus 2x squared. Done. This is hx. Hi, Kelvin. Kevin. No worry, no worry. I can handle myself also because not a lot of students. And all the students here are fun. I mean, they are fine. Because last time live stream got some student purposely come to disturb and say some rude word or whatsoever. But no, I think this year all students are fine. No worry. But anyway, thanks for coming, my moderator Kevin. Alright, find the value of x when gf inverse equals to 1. So f inverse, let's do the f inverse first lah. So we have the fx here, isn't it? Make fx become x, make the x become y. So 2y equals to 1 minus x, y equals to 1 minus x over 2. So this is f inverse function, 1 minus x over 2. Once I got the f inverse, I will sub into the g lah because it's gf inverse, right? So I will sub this one into the g here. G is x squared minus 3. G is here, x squared minus 3. So therefore, x squared minus 3 equals to 1. What is my x? It's f inverse, isn't it? I insert it lah. So 1 minus x squared equals to 4. Then square root it lah. Square move to the other side, becomes square root lah. So 1 minus x over 2 equals to 2, or 1 minus x over 2 equals to negative 2. 1 minus x equals to 4. X equals to negative 3. 1 minus x equals to negative 4. X equals to 5. Yep. We get both of the answer. Looking at this maybe paper 2 needs 3 streams. Yeah, I'm trying to do as many as possible. I think maybe we stop at 11 lah, okay? Yeah, because actually today I'm also quite tiring. Because just now I went to the Starbucks and trying to go through this paper. But too tiring, I do like 2 or 3 questions, then I trying to fall asleep already. Then I still need to drive back to do this live stream. Yeah. But I hope this is the reason why I haven't go through this paper yet. So I might make mistake. So anyone of you actually spot my mistake, do let me know. I hope I doesn't stuck in any of these questions because most of the questions I haven't tried out. But anyways, let's continue. Rs, they give us the equation of Rs. Y equals to negative 2x minus 3. Okay, I always will make them into the y equals mx plus c. What's the purpose of doing this? Because I can easily know their gradient. Do you see? If this gradient is negative 2, I see a 90 degree. I remember a formula designed for 90 degree, which is first gradient multiplied second gradient is negative 1. When it's seen 90 degree, right? So I have this one of the gradient is negative 2. Then I can easily find my second gradient, right? My second gradient will be 1 over 2. So this is exactly the gradient of PQ. 1 over 2. So, yep. So this gradient is 1 over 2. Okay, you just imagine if one of the line gradient is negative 2, if they are 90 degree, another one will be 1 over 2. Cool. Okay, then I want to find the equation. So we use the equation formula lah. Equation formula y minus y1, right? Or you want to use y equals to ml plus c also can lah. So y minus y1 equals to gradient x minus x1. So this is y equals to half x plus 4 minus 2 half x plus 2. Done. Okay, this is the equation of PQ. Then if you want to find a Q, remember in this topic, if you want to find the coordinates, what we do is we sub one equation into the second equation. Because if we sub one equation into a second equation, we're finding the point that intersect. And this one work in even it's a curve also, you can apply the same concept. If this is cubic equation and you intersect with a straight line, yeah, you might intersect 3 point, 2 point, or even 1 point. It's very depend on the situation. But in these cases, I have two equations, right? So I sub into each other. So if I want to sub into each other, half x plus 2 equals to negative 2x plus minus 3. So 5 over 2x equals to negative 5. Then x equals to negative 2. Then I want to find the y coordinate. Negative 2, sub into the any equation you want. So y is 1. So right now I got the coordinate I want, which is q. Negative 2 and 1. Sometimes if after I get a coordinate, I won't be so happy first. I want to check out, is it make sense here be negative 2? Yes. Is it make sense here to be 1? If everything makes sense, then I'm very confident my coordinate is correct. So after you get the coordinate, if the diagram is given, always check back your diagram to see the coordinate, is it in the right position or not. Done. 5 mark, not too bad. The straight line PQ is extended to T. Okay, PQ going to extend, alright, interesting. So here they're going to extend to the T. Extend to the T. So such that the PQ ratio 3, QT ratio 2. So T coordinate is not given. I'm going to put XY. Q coordinate, we got it just now, negative 2 and 1. So this is negative 2 and 1. Okay, then we will do the ratio formula. Nothing very special here. So ratio formula tells us what? 3 multiply the further x coordinate plus 2 multiply the further x coordinate. 2 multiply negative 8 is negative 16. Divided by total ratio 3 plus 2 equals to the middle x coordinate, negative 2. Okay, by solving this one, I can get the x. 3x minus 16 equals to negative 10. 3x equals to 6, x equals to 2. Okay, then I will do the same logic for y. Okay, so 3 multiply the further y coordinates, so which is 3y. 2 multiply the further y coordinates, which is minus 4. Divide by total ratio equals to the middle y coordinate, 1. So 3y minus 4 equals to 5. 3y equals to 9. Y equals to 3. Now I got a coordinate T, 2 and 3. Is the position make sense for 2 and 3? Yes. Okay, then we're done. 7 marks in total. Sometimes diagrams are traps. They say something like the diagram is not in skill is pretty common in the differentiation. Yeah, but then normally it's the positive and negative coordinate, right? They cannot be mistake lah. Maybe the scale is not correct, but I don't think right. They say T is here. They say T might be here. Then T coordinate, this one is 2 and negative 5. I don't think this kind of situation will happen. Even if not in scale, but if this is x-axis and y-axis, right? Both x and y coordinate for T must be negative. They cannot do this and say, oh, it's not in scale. Supposedly, this T is on the top. I already said not in scale, so student make this kind of mistake is student problem. If they come out a diagram like this, right, it's definitely purposely confuse student one. Cannot do like this. But not in scale, sometimes maybe the ratio, maybe one coordinate, the distance for the coordinate, then can be, we cannot simply guess lah. Maybe it look very big, maybe it's just 1 unit. Maybe it look very close, can be 4 units. Yeah, this is a meaning of not in scale, right? But I don't think they can trap student until purposely provide the wrong information at the wrong position. That one I think is unethical. If the teacher do that lah, I mean, this you give the right diagram, student also cannot do already. You still want to purposely give the wrong diagram? This is too over, man. I hope, okay, kertas percuma I can faham lah. But the real paper, please don't do this. I mean real exam paper. I mean real SPM paper lah. Don't do this kind of silly thing, please. Paper already so hard, still want to trap student like that. Okay, next one. Okay, we have a quadratic here. Okay, alpha and beta are the root lah. And then form the quadratic equation. So, yeah, and then they love ignore P. I think this is a fault of the calculator lah. Because nowadays calculator so advanced. So the examiner come up with a new way to ensure you cannot use calculator. Is give a loss of P, Q, M, N for you and want you to solve in terms of that. Even I teach Cambridge MF paper also is not as hard as SPM. But I heard the Cambridge next year they start have one paper cannot use calculator at all lah. But good news, I can force my student to do manually. Alright, let's do this one. So sum of root, let me write down the equation first lah. Fx equals to 2x squared minus 5x plus p. Okay, at least you need to know what is a, b, and c lah. Actually, we can only take a, b, c when fx equals to 0. So therefore, when the fx equals to 0, whole thing will be 0. Right? Okay, now only we take a, b, c. Because we normally take a, b, c at the general form. Yes, and one question 612 is look further away. Oh, really? Is that the SPM question or some other paper? Okay, what's the sum of root? Sum of root is negative b divided by a, right? So alpha plus beta, because my root is alpha beta, it's given from the question. Negative b over a. So alpha plus beta is 5 over 2. Product of root. In Malay, they call hasil darab punca. Something like that. Okay, so it's C over A. So alpha beta is P over 2 lah. Okay. Then now, they ask us to bentukkan satu persamaan kuadratik yang mempunyai punca-punca ini 2. So they want ask us to form a new quadratic equation using the given root lah. Yep. Okay, so then we have the new sum of root. I use the new color, alright, so it's less confusing. So new sum of root. So right now we have the new root, right? What is our new root here? 2 alpha minus 1. This is my new root. Because previously my original root is just alpha and beta. It's just alpha and beta. So I will just plus both of them and multiply both of them. But right now my new root is 2 alpha minus 1 and 2 beta minus 1. So I'm going to use both of them. I'm going to plus them and multiply them also lah. So sum of root, I'm going to plus them lah. 2 alpha minus 1 plus 2 alpha minus 1. So this one will equals to 2 alpha plus 2 beta minus 2, isn't it? If I take out the 2, it's alpha plus beta minus 2, isn't it? And I got alpha beta, 5 over 2. 5 over 2 minus 2. Cut, I get 3. Done. I will do the new product of root here. So it's 2 alpha minus 1 multiply 2 beta minus 1. So it's 4 alpha beta minus 2 alpha minus 2 beta plus 1. Alpha beta is P over 2. Take out negative 2. This is alpha plus beta. Cut. This is 2P minus 2. Alpha plus beta is 5 over 2 plus 1. Cut. This is 2P minus 4. Okay. Then I sub into the quadratic formula. Sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0. So x squared minus 3x plus 2p minus 4 equals to 0. Done. A loss of work, man. For how many marks here? 3 marks. Yeah. Just make sure you do carefully lah and don't make any careless mistake. Then it should be fine. My high school trial paper. I'm a batch 04. So I took SPM 2021. Oh, yeah. For the school one, right, yeah, they can be super creative one, and then the paper can go super crazy also. Okay, for part B, given that the straight line x plus 1 is touch the curve. Yeah, these words are, I don't know, is it touch? Okay, my first feeling, maybe touch is the another words to call tangent. Is it? They say touch. Okay, I think that means the straight line is tangent to the curve. Because I also study Mandarin one. Because Mandarin, the touch actually means like you actually you can touch 1 point, can touch 2 point, can touch 3 point. So it is, if the question says touch, I might ask myself, is it touch how many point? they just say the straight line touch the curve. Okay, we assume it touch 1 point. Why I will do this assumption? Because they ask me to find the value of P. They doesn't ask me to find the range of P. If they ask me to find the range of P, I will do B squared minus 4AC bigger or equal to 0. Because touch can be 1 point or 2 point, right? So this one is included 1 point or 2 point for intersection. But if they want to find values of P, then I assume it's equal to 0. Just touch 1 point. Okay, this is my assumption, and then they ask me to find the P, right? Okay. B squared minus 4AC equals 0. My B is -5. My A is 2. My C is P equals 0. I don't know, this 3 mark. What happened for this 3 mark? This one is like 1 mark question, man. Then they give 3 mark. Just now the sum of root product of root 1 should look like 5 mark question. Then they give 3 mark. Is it just like that? Easy until I doubt myself. Oh, top. Oh, sorry. I'm drunk. No, because they intercept what? We need to sub one equation into second equation. I totally forgot about second given equation. Okay lah, then 3 mark is okay lah. Y equals to x plus 1, right? Yeah, we need to sub this equation into the original equation, into the curve equation. Curve is what again? Curve is 2x squared minus 5x plus p. Okay, so I will sub y first equation into the second equation. So 2x squared minus 5x plus p equals to x plus 1. 2x squared minus 6x plus p minus 1 equals to 0. Now I do b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Not that bad also lah. Minus 8p plus 8 equals to 0. So 8p should equals to 44. P is equals to 11 over 2. Okay, yeah, must do carefully. That's why I'm too excited. Straight away take the curve equation without substitute the straight line, which is wrong. So I actually show you a very good example. Don't make this kind of mistake in the exam. Okay, but it's still not too bad. Okay, 3 mark. Easy peasy. Got question, feel free to ask me in the comment section. No question, we'll move on to number 4. So in this geometry progression, the sum of the first 4 term is 16 times of the sum of the next 4 term. Wow. Show that R equals to 1 over 2. Okay. Consider a bit challenging for this one. It's not like very hard. Because right now, you imagine you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if sum of the first 4 term is this one, right? It's S4. Because you plus all of them. But sum of the next 4 term, how to label this one is basically is S8 minus S4. Because if I S8 minus S4, I only plus 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the question tell you how many times? It's 16 times. So it equals to 16 of this one. And this question, we have one objective. We want to show that the R is equals to 1 over 2. So this is S4. This one is 16S8 minus 16S4. I move the 16x4 here, I will get 17s4 equals to 16s8. Okay, now I will insert my Sn equation. Since they want me to prove the R is 1 over 2, I will just assume R is 1 over 2 then. So I will use the one R is less than 1. I will use this formula. Okay, for my Sn, let's do it. So right now, I should have A 1 minus R power 4 over 1 minus R equals to 16. A 1 minus R power of A over 1 minus R. Okay, both sides multiply 1 over R is gone. Both sides divide A is gone. Okay, this one I will say is 1 square. For this one, I use different color. I will say is 1 square minus R4 square. Then eventually it becomes A square minus B square, right? Then I can get A plus B, A minus B. So this one, if I expand this one, I will get 1 plus R4 and 1 minus R4. Cool? To expand this one, 1 minus R power of 8 into this pattern. Okay? Can you understand? Then we'll just do it. 16, 1 plus R power 4, 1 minus R power 4. Cancel, cancel. 17 over 16 equals to 1 plus R power 4. R power 4 equals to 1 over 16 because after minus 1, R equals to 1 over 2. They ask us to prove or show. Then we just write accordingly. Show, right? Yeah, so we just write shown. Okay, this one I would say you will need to have a bit of the deep understanding in the progression, and then you must be good in algebra. If not, you will be quite suffer to get a final answer. Yeah, I believe you might be able to use this method also if you want to. I believe you can do this one, and then you factorize out the A. And then this one is something like AR4 plus AR5 plus AR6 plus AR7. This one you can take out the AR power 4. Then you should have something easier to do rather than use Sn formula lah. I think you can use this one to solve and get the same R value also. Yep, but you're going to try yourself. I have limited time. I try to finish this question. So it's given that the difference between the fourth term and the eighth term of the progression is 120. I think of the progression, they are talking about geometric progression. Okay, so find the A. Find the sum to infinity. Okay, the difference of them, I'm not sure which one plus which one. I think it's continue one lah. It should be continue one. If continue one, R is 1 over 2 means that my number becomes smaller and smaller. So I think my T4 is definitely bigger than T8 because my number becomes smaller and smaller. So this is AR 3 minus AR7 equals to this one. And R value is given, right? 1 over 2 power of 3 minus 1 over 2 power of 7 equals to 120. Then, yeah, use a calculator lah. This is A over 8 minus A over 128, right? It's 2 power of 7, 128. Yeah, correct, right? So, okay. 1 over 8 minus 1 over 128. So I got 15 over 128A equals to 120. So 120 divide my answer. My A is 1024. Okay, done. A equals to 1024. Then they ask us to find sum to infinity. Apply the formula only, a over 1 minus r lah. Simple. So sum to infinity, a is 1024 over 1 minus 1 over 2. So it's time 2 lah basically. Answer is 2048. Done. Okay, not too hard. I think it's still okay. Yeah. Ayo, this one. Okay, last question. I hope I can do. It seems this kind of question I think might be challenging, but let's try. A point in the shapes of the quadrants of a circle. So yeah, this one should be the point. So with the center D will be built in the garden. The remaining areas, so this is the remaining area, 90x plus 27 pi. Will be planted with a grass. Is given that P is the midpoint of the AD. Okay, here is a midpoint. And the length of the AB is twice the length of the arc PQ. Okay, since this is quadrant, so we know the whole circumference is 2 pi r, right? Quadrant is basically the arc length, right? Is divided by 4. So if I cut, this one actually called pi r over 2, right? Just for the arc length only. I mean just for this arc length. Okay. So they say AB, which is y meter, right, is twice, right? I believe is double of the pi r over 2. So I can assume, yeah, I can assume the y is equal to pi r. Okay, my first equation. And then they asked me to find the value of x and y. Basically, we need to form an equation using the area given. So in order to get this area, I will take the rectangle, multiply. So basically 6x multiply y minus the 1 over 4 of the pi r square. My r here is 3x, right? Because total is 6x. So 3x squared. Pi r square equals to 90x plus 27 pi. Okay, so since I know the y is equals to pi r, I'm going to insert into here. Then this one give me 9 over 4 pi x squared. Then I divide pi. No more pi already. Okay, seems like quadratic in my eyes, but let's do it. Never mind. 9 over 4 x squared first, then minus 6x. This one will be positive 84x, and then plus 27 equals 0. I'll multiply 4. So 0 equals to 9x squared. Number go crazy big, man. I mean, as a quadratic, not like very big but then it's still bigger than I expect. Can all the number divided by 9? Okay, this one can divide by 9. Can 336 divided by 9? No. 336 can divide by 3. Okay. Make the number smaller, divided by 3. So it's 3x squared plus 112 plus 36, right? Yeah. Okay, factorize it. This 3x, this x. 36 times 3, 108. B square, ayo. B square minus 4 times 3 times 36. Okay, still get positive But I think this one is a decimal, is it? Did I make any character mistake? If anyone found character mistake, do let me know. Something wrong then. Oh my god. Both also get negative length. Let's check out again. 6x multiply y minus the... You forgot to put... Oh, 112 got an x beside it, is it? Yeah. This one... Yeah, this one got x, yes. This one got an x. Yeah. In my mind, it have the x, but I still couldn't get the answer. Pi r squared divided by 4, right? Because it's a quadrant. Minus 6, 84. Oh, there's still an r there, is it? Sorry. My bad. There's still an r there. This r is 3x. Then we can redo everything. Okay, so this 3x multiplies the... Okay, cancel the pi. Cancel the pi. 3x multiplied with 6x is 18x squared minus 9 over 4x squared equals to 90x plus 27. 18 minus 9 over 4. 63 over 4 x squared minus 90x plus 27 equals to 0. But I guess all the number can be divided by 9. So I will multiply 4 over 9 lah, to make all the numbers nicer. So 63 over 4 multiply 4 over 9, 7x squared. This one is 10 40x. This one is 3 12. Alright, then let's factorize it again. This is 7x. This is x. Ayo, cannot. This is positive 4 28. 642. 4 no 6. No. Is it negative 20? Yeah, this is negative 27. Sorry. So this is negative. Okay, then that is correct. If not, I cannot solve. Okay, so this one is negative, this one is positive. So x equals to negative 2 over 7. This one is just rejected lah. But I see in SPM they use the word ignore. Yeah, maybe you all can try the word lah. X equals to 6. Yeah, I guess a lot of you see my mistake. I'm grateful so many of you like still so semangat in the class, in the live stream. Doesn't fall asleep. Good job, guys. So x equals to 6, so I can sub into the first one. My y equals to pi r, right? R is 3x ma. So my y is pi. 3x is 6, right? So it's 18 pi. Okay, so I got x and y. So x equals to 6, y equals to 18 pi, 7 mark. Is it understandable? Yep. Let's do one more. Even though I want to sleep already. Not sleep, but actually after live stream I will continue to do some other works. Even though I'm exhausted. Life is hard, man, guys. Okay, let's do this trigo. Proof. So I know cotangent is cos x over sin x. So are you going to live stream? Are you going to be live stream every day? No, I only live stream every Thursday. But maybe December I can live stream more because December my school has holiday. So yeah, at the moment maybe I can arrange more lah. But I'm teaching in school is so exhausted, man. This is sine over cos. Okay, then I think you can use tangent also can lah if you don't want sine over cos and cos over sine. Make them same denominator. So here I will multiply sine. Here I will multiply cos. Then now they have the same denominator. Sine x over 2, cos x over 2. Top is basically cos x over 2 square minus sine square x over 2. So we have a formula for cos double angle, right? Cos double angle is what? Cos square A minus sine square A, right? So this one actually in that pattern. So imagine if my A is x over 2, I sub in my A is x over 2 lah. You see what happened? So this is cos 2A will become cos 2 x over 2. So become cos x. Cool? You understand? You see the cos x here, isn't it? So the next step, this one I will get cos x on the top. Bottom, this one sine double angle. Sine 2A is equals to 2 sine A cos A. But the problem right now, student will ask, sir, don't have 2 here, how? Add a 2 myself. At the same time, divide 2. So divide 2, I will throw to the top. So it's over here. Then the bottom, this one will become sine 2A, right? My A is x over 2. So become sine x. Cos x over sine x is cotangent x. Proven. Yeah, need to think a little bit, but it's not too hard. As long as you know about double angle formula. And I believe double angle formula will be given in the exam, right? So, yep. This is how we solve this kind of question. Let's go to the graph. Saturus near Laka the graph y. So we want to sketch the graph lah. Check this equation. This equation actually is a bit tricky. They modified from here. Imagine the tangent I throw here, cotangent I throw the other side. Am I getting cotangent x over 2 minus 2 cotangent x equals to tangent x over 2? Isn't it? So whatever inside here must be tangent x over 2. I hope you can see it lah, because I want to sketch the graph is modulus tangent x over 2 minus 1. Minus 1 is outside of the modulus. So let's sketch it. So I have a -1 here because my tangent graph will be here. And amplitude first, x over 2 equals to pi. So x is equal to 2 pi. That means my one cycle, x is my period, right? My one cycle will be 2 pi lah. Then the middle one should be pi. This one should be pi. Oops, what happened? Then I will, why suddenly become so big one? Okay, so I will from here I'm going up like this. This one from here I come down. I will stop at 2 pi. Okay, this is x, this is y, this is 0. Done. Let me sketch symmetry a little bit more. Okay, because modulus, right? So everything will be above -1. You won't get any value less than -1. You imagine this one, the worst scenario for modular is 0, right? 0 minus 1, so it's your minimum value already. So no matter what x value you sub in, it's either 0 or more than 0 only. Because it have modulus, always positive. You get it? So the whole graph will be above -1. Then, there's no solution obtained if y equals to m is sketched at the same axis of the 6b one, such that m is a constant. State the range of m. So that one, y equals to m is a horizontal line. This horizontal line have no solution. What is the meaning of this? The meaning is, if I put, because this is a horizontal line, this line is parallel to x-axis one. So if I draw like this, you can see I have two solutions, right? Do you see I have two solutions? Cannot. They say have no solution, means they cannot intersect it, right? So if they want to ensure there's no solution, must be drawn below -1. Must be less than -1, isn't it? Because less than -1, they cannot have solution. Because tangent graph is above -1. But what if at -1? What happens if at -1? At -1, you still have two solutions. If you draw the -1 here, you will still have the two solutions. So therefore, m must be less than -1. Cool? Because you cannot do less than equals to -1. When it equals to -1, you still have two solutions. The question say you want to make sure it has no solution. So cannot have equal, so must be less than -1. This is the range of m. I hope you can understand. State only state no need working one, you can straight away write, but I understand the question only . Okay, so yeah, we still have some questions. We'll continue in the next live streaming. I think this one is a bit of the K-bar question also. Yeah, we still have quite some question. So this question we will leave for the next Thursday live streaming. I want to thank whoever student can stay until 11 still watching the MF live streaming. I want to thank you, all of you still staying until so late. And I also thanks my moderator Kevin for dropping by. Alright, so anything you want to ask me before I end the live streaming today? If there's no questions, thank you for all of your time, and I will see all of you again on the coming Thursday. Bye bye, and have a wonderful night. Bye bye.